However, will I focus? I'm a pigeon in a parking garage, and I'm a matchstick in a storm. I'm a wet piece of tissue paper in Antarctica trying to keep you warm. I'm a human fetus in a titmouse egg hatching a plan to be reborn. And I'm a perfect pat of butter sliding off an ear of corn. I'm a perfect pat of butter as it hits the dirty floor. But I'm doing my best to keep it together. I'm doing my best in this unbearable weather. I'm doing my best not to fall apart. I'm a total mess, but I've got a good heart. Yeah, messes. Woo! This is just a test, but it's gonna be really, 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 really hard to pass. You've got one foot on the ceiling and the other on the gas. You put the pedal to the metal, but how you gonna wipe that ass? Tell your friends you love them in the morning. Everything can change here without warning. But I'm doing my best to keep it together. I'm doing my best in this unbearable weather. I'm doing my best not to fall apart. I'm a total mess, but I've got a good heart. I'm a total mess. I'm a total mess. I'm a total mess. Ooh, I'm a total mess. I'm a total mess. I'm a total mess. I'm a total mess. Thank you. This is so cool. I love Florida, but why does it have to be so long? I wish I could just ease all the way down to the tip and back up to the to the base. I took the Polaroid down in my room. I'm pretty sure you have a new girlfriend. It's not as if I don't like you. It just makes me sad whenever I see it. 'Cause I like to be gone most of the time, and you like to be home most of the time. If I stay in one place, I lose my mind. I'm a pretty impossible grandpa to be with. Joey never met a bike that he didn't want to ride, and I never met a Toby that I didn't like. Scotty liked all of the books that I recommended. Even if he didn't, I wouldn't be offended. Yeah, books! I had a dream that I had to drive to Madison to deliver a painting. For some silly reason, I took a wrong turn and ended up in Michigan. Paul Barabo took me to the giant tire swing, gave me a push, and he started singing. I sang along while I was swinging. Sound of our voices made us forget everything that had ever hurt our feelings. Joey never met a bike that he didn't want to ride, and I never met a Toby that I didn't like. Scotty liked all of the books that I recommended. Even if he didn't, I wouldn't be offended. Now I'm home for less than 24 hours. That's hardly time to take a shower. Hug my family and take your picture off the wall. Check my email, write a song, and make a few phone calls before it's time to leave again. I've got one hand on the steering wheel, one waving out the window. If I'm a spinster for the rest of my life, my yarns will keep me warm on cold and lonely nights. Joey never met a bike that he didn't wanna ride, and I never met a Toby that I didn't like. Scotty liked all of the books that I recommended. Even if he didn't, I wouldn't be offended. My glasses were like just sliding down my nose that whole time, and I was like, can I make it to the end before they fall off? I did. Let's do a couple songs off my kids' album, because there's a couple kids here. I wrote this one for the big hairy gays. So when I say splash, 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 all of you go splash, 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 and when I say makes me laugh, go ha, ha, ha. There's a bear, a great big bear, running down the hill. And there's two more bears in the water there, so I rest my head on the windowsill. And they splash, 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 splash. And it makes me laugh. Ha, ha, ha. And they splash, 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 splash. Right outside my window, there's a bear, a great big bear, running down the hill. And there's two more bears in the water there, so I rest my head on the windowsill. And they splash, 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 splash. And it makes me laugh. Ha, ha, ha. And they splash, 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 splash. Right outside my window. I like bears, I like bears, I like bears a lot. I like bears, I like bears, I like bears a lot. I like bears, I like bears, I like bears a lot. Thanks. A is for apple, B is for butt, C is for cat butt, D is for doo-doo, E is for elephant doo-doo, F is for fart, G is for gorilla fart, H is for huge gorilla fart, I is for eyeball, J is for jammies, K is for kid fart, L is for loud and long farts, M is for monkey butt, N is for saying night-night to Nico at nap time, O is for O, P is for panda, peeing and pooping in the potty while Papa plays peekaboo, Q is for Q-Bert, R is for robotic, monkey who's going to take over the world, S is for stinky, T is for turd, U is for uh-oh, V is for flying V, W is for wee-wee, X exactamundo, Y is for yucky and yummy and you. Ooh, ooh. Thanks. And Z is for farts that smell like the zoo. That monitor's a little loud. Is it, like, can you hear it, or it's just being loud in my direction? Because that's fine. It just yelled at me. Okay. It seemed like everyone I knew was dying. I looked in the mirror and I was on fire. Somebody yelled out, hey, stop, drop, and roll. Said that might save my skin, but it won't save my soul. That might save my skin, but it won't save my soul. You swallow hard and you bottle it up. Try to pretend you're a half full cup. Believe what they're feeding, you're eating it up. While I'm reading books about how they're corrupt. I'm reading books about how they're corrupt. He says he's protecting us, but he's a liar. And I know deep down that it's down to the wire. My heart will stop if I put out the fire. As long as I'm burning, I'll keep on yearning to save the world. Not sure how, but I'm learning. Since what they call the beginning of man, blood has been shed for the rape of the land. They call it civilized, I call it crap. Our only hope is to look further back. Our only hope is to look further back. If we really want for this world to survive, we'll just take what we need to stay alive. It's a mistake to just take and not give. It's not true that we must murder to live. It's not true that we must murder to live. He said, that was so nice. I like that, when you all yell at me like that. He says he's protecting, I have ADHD. He says he's protecting us, but he's a liar. And I know deep down that it's down to the wire. My heart will stop if I put out the fire. As long as I'm burning, I'll keep on yearning to save the world. Not sure how, but I'm learning. And telling the truth the best way that I'm able. I'm placing my cards all face up on the table. It's okay to be scared, you don't have to act tough. Just take all that pain and turn it into love. Take all that pain and turn it into love. And let your emotions be fuel to your flame. Being on fire will keep you awake. If somebody yells out, hey, stop, drop, and roll, say that might save my skin, but it won't save my soul. That might save my skin, but it won't save my soul. That might save my skin, but it won't save my soul. Oh. It still sounds great up here. I said up here. but if it sounds good out there too, that's good. Right before I came up, I had a big cup of lemonade stand lemonade, and I think it made me a little silly. It's a little sweet and very, very yummy, and I highly recommend you go get some lemonade. Support the kids, support the kids. Do you still have bracelets too? No, they sold out? Woo! Oh yeah, that lemonade is good. I'm sensitive. When you're high on life like me, a simple solo cup of icy cold pink lemonade can send you over the edge. My heart is on my sleeve, my head is in the sand. I said, how did we end up here? You said happenstance, and I didn't understand. So I made other plans, and I ran to the ocean, washed the blood off of my hands, washed away my tears, washed away 10 years, washed away the empty space in between my ears. And you said, all that I mean is that you and me didn't meet because of fate, but rather probability. And you said the truth's like corn and the lies are like weeds. Said the Schrodinger equation collapsed perfectly. And I said, mercy me, be patient please, cause I don't know a goddamn thing about the birds and the bees. I just know what I'm like, and I'm like what I see, even though it's hard to see because you just blinded me. And if there's one thing I learned in chemistry, it's that the gain of electrons is reduction, obviously. But you can't see electrons without machines, and you can't tell from my inflection if I'm being mean. And I don't know if I can take you seriously. Sometimes elections depend on the absentees, and my family and my friends and all the little kids that love me make me strong. And no matter how this ends, I know I'll never, ever, ever be alone. Someday I'll be an old lady with a big dress and an apron, a babushka and bare feet. I'll be out in my garden on my hands and knees, and I'll be singing a song that is really sad and sweet. Mommy and Dad, a sad one.
I'll cry. I'll cry right now.
So I have songs that help people, and people tell me that certain songs help them, but I have a lot of songs that helped me through different things in my life, and one of those songs is an Elton John song in the 80s, and it helped me through one of the hardest times ever, and this song is about that. My guitar's just going to stay out of tune and progressively get more out of tune as the night progresses. I was 12 and things had been pretty okay up till then. The only deaths I'd experienced were of pets and the grandparents of my friends. I was gifted and talented till right around 7th grade, but that is when everything changed and I had to flip a switch and shut off my brain. 'Cause if I thought too much, I'd get sick to my stomach, and I would feel like giving up or throwing up. It was just too tough. 'Cause that is when I realized that even little babies die, and I had to build a wall inside to keep me from losing my mind. He was only 9 months old, a kid I'd babysit and hug and hold, and I would tickle his toes and pat his head and watch his chest rise and fall as he slept in his crib. And then my dad said late last night, a truck driver hit their car, he didn't survive. And his mom was hurt bad, but his dad is alright. His big brother was fine 'cause he stayed at the party. Thank goodness Stephen was fine 'cause he stayed at the party. And if I thought too much, I'd get sick to my stomach, and I would feel like giving up or throwing up. It was just too tough. Sometimes things happen when we are small that we just don't have the tools to deal with at all. So we bottle it up and we just don't see how the stuff that we stuff will affect who we'll be. What protects us as kids slowly makes us insane. So I'm trying to dismantle barricades, brick by brick, in an attempt to set free my brain. Brick by brick, in an attempt to set free my brain. And I just hope that my heart is stronger now, so much stronger than it was when I was 12. When if I thought too much, I'd get sick to my stomach, and I would feel like giving up or throwing up. It was just too tough. And I'd sing Daniel again and again, and pretend you were just traveling on a plane. Pretend you were just traveling on a plane. Sorry. Quarter century later, it's still hard to take, but with every red taillight I scream out your name. Yeah, with every red taillight I scream out your name. I say Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. I say Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. I say Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. Baby boy, baby boy, baby boy. Baby boy, baby boy, baby boy. Baby boy, baby boy, baby boy. Baby mic keeps like going down, and then I look down, and then my glasses start to slide down. My clammy arms are so squeaky. What? If you have a different mic stand, I could try it. It just, it keeps flopping. I agree. Did any of you get a golf cart ride earlier? Yeah, I got a golf cart ride. It was so fun. The kids were given golf cart tours for tips.
My lemonade.
Wait, what? Is that like a real thing? Are you pretending you're at an old job, or is there really dessert somewhere?
There is. It's good.
Save me some. Are you dessert? My head is pounding, I can't stop the pounding. I think it is going to explode and kill everybody who's in close proximity to this place I call my home. And they'll make a moving made-for-TV movie for Lifetime all about my life that ends with an epitaph, one that will make you laugh, that says great mom, okay wife. And it'll be funny to the people who know me, who know if my body's not burned, my soul will spend an eternity in misery, tethered and bound to this earth. So I'm not a dick or a stick in the mud, always ruining things for my friends. I mustn't forget when I see the sunset that tomorrow it will rise again. So I tattoo instructions on my ass that say don't ever put this body in a casket. Burn it and put the ashes in a basket and throw them in the Puget Sound. I don't ever want to be underground. Oh no, no, oh no. I'm wearing size 13 basketball shoes and lavender fishnets. I'm freaked out and fucked up, and I'm standing alone in an alley with you, wanting to show you a cure for your hiccups, but instead I close my eyes. The needles are numbered, so I'm writing you letters, and I cannot disguise the fact that I'm nervous when we are together, and so I fantasize that the nights will get shorter and the days will get better. I feel a kick inside and sigh. If this is a girl, I'm naming her Heather. She'll look just like you, but her hair will be feathered. She'll say how you died before you ever met her. Her hair will be feathered. My head is pounding, I can't stop the pounding. I think it is going to explode. There are plus and minuses to sinusitis, like sometimes I get to go home, but mostly it hurts so bad I think I'm dying. I just blew my nose, now I feel like crying, and the dreams I have are all of my past lives, when the seizures would paralyze me in the night, and I'd wake up clutching my teddy bear tight and drooling and trying to turn on the light. All I can do is hold fast and sit tight. But what if they forget? 'Cause you know they just might. So I tattoo instructions on my ass that say, don't ever put this body in a casket. Burn it and put the ashes in a basket and throw them in the Puget Sound. I don't ever want to be underground. Oh no. Oh no. The song doesn't have a second verse anymore. The flower said, I wish I was a tree. The tree said, I wish I could be a different kind of tree. The cat wished that it was a bee. The turtle wished that it could fly really high into the sky, over rooftops and then dive deep into the sea. And in the sea there is a fish that has a secret wish, a wish to be a big cactus with a pink flower on it. And in the sea there is a fish that has a secret wish, a wish to be a big cactus with a pink flower on it. And the flower will be its offering of love to the desert. And the desert so dry and lonely that the creatures all appreciate the effort. And the rattlesnake said, I wish I had hands so I could hug you like a man. And then the cactus said, but gender's a construct, motherfucker. And don't you understand? My skin is covered with sharp spikes that'll stab you like 1,000 knives. A hug would be nice, but hug my flower with your eyes. And the flower said, I wish I was a tree. The tree said, I wish I could be a different kind of tree. The cat wished that it was a bee. The turtle wished that it could fly really high into the sky, over rooftops and then dive deep into the sea. And in the sea there is a fish that has a secret wish, a wish to be a big cactus with a pink flower on it. And in the sea there is a fish that has a secret wish, a wish to be a big cactus with a pink flower on it. And the flower will be its offering of love to the desert. And the desert so dry and lonely that the creatures all appreciate the effort. Okay, let's see. I have a song on my set list that I wrote it on my set list the other night and then I couldn't play it. I couldn't remember how it went, but maybe I'll try again because I think it would be pretty good here. But I wrote it with a bunch of my friends, and so whenever I play it without all my friends, I have to like talk you through it. So it's kind of like the olds here will remember the VH1 storytellers, so it'll be a little like that. So I wrote it with my friend Clyde Peterson, who performs as Your Heart Breaks, and my friend Kaylin Heffernan, who is Wheelchair Sports Camp. And it was inspired by Kaylin's song, It's Hard Out Here for a Gimp. And I stole the hook from that and then called Kaylin and was like, I stole your hook. You want to sing it? And Kaylin was like, fuck yeah. And then I was like, write a verse. And then Kaylin wrote a verse that I am not going to try to recreate because I will not do it justice. But then I called Sean and Preston and Mark from AJJ, and I was like, you guys want to sing and play on this? And they were like, oh yes. And then I reached out to my friend Brad, who is in Draco and the Malfoys and Harry and the Potters, and Brad was like, yes, please. And then I was like, Panda, you want to sing? And Panda was like, yeah, I'll sing. So it's like a big extravaganza song that was in like early pandemic, about sort of what we hoped for post-pandemic, like how we thought the world could rebuild to be more accessible in the time that everything was shut down. And some places met that and some didn't, but this was our hope. I hope I didn't do that long introduction and then not know how to play it. Stay on target, be the arrow, don't stray from the straight and narrow. Be courageous, but be afraid enough to keep your family safe. And it's okay to celebrate all the things you want to celebrate. Just don't go in anyone else's home. And keep your mask over your mouth and nose. And remember, better's only gonna be a little better, so try not to implode. Keep marching if you can, or walk like thunder, but don't forget, thunder rolls. Yeah, don't forget that thunder rolls. Don't forget that thunder rolls. Okay, so this is Kaylin's hook. There's a stairway to heaven, so how the hell we gonna get in? There's a stairway to heaven, so how the hell we gonna get in? There's a stairway to heaven, so how the hell we gonna get in? There's a stairway to heaven, so how the hell we gonna get in? Don't forget that thunder rolls. Don't forget that thunder rolls. We need to make this whole world more accessible. We need to make this whole world more accessible. And then I called Clyde, and I was like, Clyde has this property on a little tiny island called Guaymas in the Puget Sound in the San Juan Islands, and it's an artist residency space for queer and BIPOC artists. And Clyde built all these structures out there, including a really cool sauna with a clawfoot tub in it, and he put ramps to every structure out there. So I was like, Clyde, will you write a little verse about building ramps? So he said, when it comes to physics, round things roll. When it comes to ramps, you need this common ratio. 1 foot long for every inch of rise. That's the math you need to make sure everyone can come inside. When it comes to physics, round things roll. When it comes to ramps, you need this common ratio. 1 foot long for every inch of rise. That's the math you need to make sure everyone can come inside. Don't forget that thunder rolls. Don't forget that thunder rolls. When everything reopens and we can hang out again, build a ramp for all your friends. When everything reopens and we can hang out again, build a ramp for all your friends, so that all the good ones can get in. So I don't really believe in heaven, but I believe in heaven in community and spaces like this and stuff like this. And I have known Shug for a long time and known about this place, this paradise where it's accessible for the fats and the disabled. And I have always wanted to come here, and I am so happy to be here. And so when I talk about heaven, I'm talking about places like this. Except now I can't remember the next line about heaven. Oh yeah. Build a ramp to heaven for your family and friends, so that all the good ones can get in. build a ramp to heaven for your family and friends, so that all the good ones can get in. Heaven won't be heaven without them. Heaven won't be heaven without them. Heaven won't be heaven without them. Yeah, I had to like stop couch surfing after, like I did for years and years and years during tour, and now, like, if you ever hear anybody talking about like the disability tax, it's like the extra money that you have to pay to like have your needs met, and which is like paying for like super expensive hotel rooms because you know that the shower chair will hopefully be safer than, you know, like in Madrid a couple years ago, I ended up in the ER because of a faulty, like, accessible shower. And so, but I used to like enjoy like staying with people and meeting people but now I just have to make sure that like I'm safe and everything like that. And so to like go into this house and be like, oh, everything here is something that like I feel like I like fit in, I can sit on, I can sit in, I can use. It's just so nice. It's so rare, and I'm so happy. I'm gonna stay here and go swimming tomorrow. And then I'm gonna not be able to get out of the springs, and then I'm gonna live there. Sorry, every other town. I live in Fort White. In the water.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm a manatee. Is New York City really like a graveyard? They'll ask me, and I say, well, it was last week, but man, that was in the past. See, I stopped going to the places where the people act so nasty and pretentious, 'cause I'm happy sitting with my friends in sidewalks singing songs. And some people are still standing in the way of where I'm going, so I say, please excuse me, step aside or keep on moving. And I guess they sense that my momentum meant that I was winning, but I'm only just beginning, and I'd rather go with friends than go alone. And some people grab my hands, and some people grab my shirt. Some people race ahead to see if they can get there first. Some people stay behind 'cause they've got something else in mind. Whatever you decide, if you are true to you, you're gonna be alright. Like Akita, he's a father now, he was in love with Amber. His baby's name is Skylar, he's the baby of the summer. I wonder as I wander if I'll ever settle down, or if every day I'll take my roots uprooted en route to another town. I was sitting on a couch somewhere watching VH1 when I found out that Bruce Springsteen is his mother's only son. I'm my mother's only daughter. We were both born to run, but even he says it's amazing raising babies in the place where you come from. But I am a rock tumbler, I've got rocks inside my head, and just because they come out shining doesn't mean that they are diamonds. And I guess that my worst nightmare is your very favorite bar. When I'm worth my weight in shell and slate, I'll know that I'm a super duper star. I'll be a great big ball of burning gas, sitting on my big fat ass, sipping Cristal Light beside a plastic wading pool. And the next day I'll be somewhere else. Part of me will hate myself, part of me will know deep down that I am pretty cool. The part of me that knows I never cared for being cool. The part of me that knows I never cared for being cool. The part of me that knows I never cared for being cool. The part of me that knows I'm really scared of being cool. Cha-cha-cha. What? What? Oh, I was like, what happened? That's weird. I was like, maybe it was something scary and I don't want to know.
She wouldn't come here.
Yeah, that burger was good. Thank you so much.
Me and my baby.
Thank you guys so much before I go. Yeah. Thank you for being so patient with me and my family.
I love you and your family. You gotta get a picture for me of all the kids with their socks on later. Okay.
You're amazing. Everybody so much I love you, and you already know that. Just thank you guys.
Okay. I'm not gonna play this one next. I'm gonna do.
Do it.
Well, I'm gonna play something next. You don't even know which one I was gonna do.
Yeah, but you should do it.
It's gonna be a sad one. So I spent like a bunch of years writing this and finished it like quite a bunch of years ago. So some of the phrases in it are like a little like, 2012. But some of the stuff in it feels more relevant now, but like in an even vaster way. So anyway. Left hands hold the leashes and the right hands hold the torches, and the grandpas holding shotguns swings hung on porches, and the grandmas in their gardens plant more seeds to cut their losses, and the poachers with the pooches and the nooses preheat crosses, and the pooches see the grandpas and they bare their teeth and growl, while the owners turn their noses up like they smell something foul, and they fumble with their crosses, and they start to mumble curses, and they plot ways to get grandpas off of porches into hearses, but the grandpas on the porches are just scarecrows holding toys. The grandmas in the gardens are paper mache decoys. The real grandmas and grandpas are with all the girls and boys marching downtown to the city hall to make a lot of noise, saying, hands up, don't shoot, I can't breathe. Black lives matter, no justice, no peace. I know that we can overcome because I had a dream we tore this racist broken system apart at the seams. Sometimes it seems like we've reached the end of the road. We've seen cops and judges sleep together wearing long white robes. They put their white hoods up, try to take the black hoods down, and they don't plan on stopping till we're all in the ground, till we're dead in the ground or we're incarcerated, 'cause prison's a big business form of enslavement. Plantations that profit on black folks in cages, they'll break our backs and keep the wages. It's outrageous that there's no place we can feel safe in this nation. Not in our cars, not at the park, not in subway stations, not at church, the pool, the store, not asking for help, not walking down the street, so we've got to scream and yell. Hands up, don't shoot, I can't breathe. Black lives matter, no justice, no peace. I know that we can overcome because I had a dream we tore this racist broken system apart at the seams. You tweet me my own lyrics, tell me to stop letting a few bad apples ruin the bunch. Don't minimize the fight, comparing apples to cops. This is about the orchard's poisoned roots, not loose fruits in a box. Once the soil's been spoiled, the whole crop's corrupt. That's why we need the grassroots working from the ground up. And we look to Black Twitter to stay woke and get some truth. There's just smiling cops and black mugshots on biased corporate news. 'Cause if you steal cigarellos, or you sell loose cigarettes, or you forget your turn signal, will they see your skin as a threat? Will they kill you and then smear you and cover it up and lie? Will they call it self-defense? Will they call it suicide? Hands up, don't shoot, I can't breathe. Black lives matter, no justice, no peace. I know that we can overcome because I had a dream we tore this racist broken system apart at the seams. Decades of cultivation start from tiny seeds that were once planted, and we mustn't take the gardens that our elders grew for granted. though it is up to our youth how neurosown are organized, because movements can't keep moving if old and unsharpened eyes can't see the need to hear what those on the ground have to say in Ferguson and Cleveland, Staten Island, the East Bay, Charleston, Phoenix, Detroit, Sanford, Waller, Seattle, Chicago, Los Angeles, Baltimore, climbing flagpoles, taking bridges locked together to the BART, speaking up about injustice in our music and our art, storming stages to ask candidates when they're gonna start really directly addressing the issues breaking our hearts. Hands up, don't shoot, I can't breathe. Black lives matter, no justice, no peace. I know that we can overcome because I had a dream we tore this racist broken system apart at the seams. And if the altars are torn down, we'll keep on placing flowers for the boy whose body was in the road for more than 4 hours. We will honor the dead of every age and every gender, 'cause we can't just have it be the brothers' names that we remember. Black boys with skateboards and black boys with hoodies and little black girls who were on the couch sleeping, and all of the black trans women massacred, too many black folks killed and brutalized, too little justice served after the lynchings of our people by the murderous police who stand like hunters round their prey, gasping helpless in the street, feet from the teen girl that they tackled and locked handcuffed in the car right near her 12-year-old brother dying, while no one did CPR. And we'll keep on planting flowers, and we'll fight until the day that we don't have to pick them all to put them all on graves. Yeah, we'll keep planting flowers, and we'll fight until the day that we don't have to pick them all to put them all on graves. Hands up, don't shoot, I can't breathe. Black lives matter, no justice, no peace. I know that we can overcome because I had a dream we tore this racist broken system apart at the seams. So I've been on the East Coast since mid-August when drove Panda back out for her second year of college, and I did the same trip the summer before, and I was doing some shows, and I left all my stuff in the hotel in New York the summer before and drove to Cleveland. I was going to record some songs with my friend Matt Toby, and then I got the call from my brother that my mom was dying and I needed to get back to Seattle. So my friend Chrisette, who's here with me, flew to Cleveland and hauled ass. We got to Seattle in like a day and a half or something. It was crazy. And then my mom died, and then me and my dad just like all of a sudden we're both like empty nesters for the first time, like living a block away from each other. So we just spent the past year like sitting in our grief and like binge watching shows like in his place, and then when Panda would come home for breaks, then we would just sit in his place and watch horror movies. But I had played 2 shows all year, but I just didn't want to like feel stuff, you know. I didn't want to like go into my sad places, so we just hung out and like dissociated together, and we're like, let's watch Justified from beginning to end. Let's watch Ted Lasso. Let's watch, we just watched all the shows. I was like, we can rewatch every episode of Bones except the last season because I don't want to know, and don't tell me or I'll. And let's watch SVU episodes over and over again, even though I've seen every single episode a million zillion times. And then well, it's like easy to be like ACAB except for Olivia Benson. But then, and sex crimes, of course you want him to catch the rapist. But then I was like, oh, maybe Stabler's so hot. Maybe we should watch Organized Crime. And then we started watching Organized Crime. But so there's we just watched stuff. And then it was time for Panda to come back to school again. And so we drove her out. And then my dad flew out and met me, and we went and like visited lots of friends and family. And then like one of my childhood best friends' mom died, and it was like my brownie leader when I was like 7. And so I extended my trip for her services, and then just was like, well, maybe I'll play some shows in New England. And so I did that, but it was like I hadn't really been playing shows, and it was like kind of like letting feelings happen and just it being really intense. And then I was like called Chrisette again and was like, do you want to drive back with me? Where do you want to stop along the way? And Chrisette was like, Charlotte and New Orleans. And I was like, that's the long way, but I'll go the long way because I want to go to Shugs, and I want to go to Tulsa, and I want to go to Phoenix. And so we're hitting like all the spots we wanted to go. And but it's like playing shows I think sometimes people don't talk about like how long grief can last for, and how much it can like sit on your chest. And so a lot of the shows, like I've been playing them and they have felt really good, but they've been kind of like dark and like broody and really like I'm finding my footing again. And then this is the first show in the past like year and a month where like I feel like real joy. And so thank you all. Like this day has been so nice. It's just been such a beautiful, like everyone who's performed has been so like magical in different ways. And it's just like the weather's so good, and everybody who talked to me at the merch table so nice. And yep, Florida, man. Get it? I make myself laugh. Did you know I went to college for stand-up comedy? And for like at 2 different colleges, and the I took a night class at the New School in New York for stand-up, and for our final we had to do I think it was like a 10-minute routine at the comic strip, and I opened for Norm Macdonald. And then afterwards, he was like making fun of how I looked in the green room. And then I was like, comedians suck. And then I was like, making people laugh is too much pressure, because you like say something and like if they don't laugh, you're like, it's a flop. But with songs, I can like write jokes into the songs. And then like it could be like 20 years and then somebody laughs at one of the jokes for the first time, and I'm like, but if they don't laugh and they're just crying, I'm like, well, that was a success too. Okay, this is a song. This is a song. I've been talking for like 25 minutes. So like I said before, I don't really believe in heaven, but I do believe there's a heaven for dead moms who believed in heaven, where they talk shit and drink Fresca all day. My mother says that rain is angels who are crying up in heaven. And I believe that, 'cause when sad things happen, it's been raining, it's been raining, it's been raining for a while now. It's been raining at least 40 days, and I've been crying since the first time someone I loved passed away. I'll build an ark inside my body in a bottle and disappear, 'cause my soul is drowning, missing people that I wish could still be here. But it won't stop raining, and I can't stop crying. My friends keep dying. It's been raining for a while now. It's been raining at least 40 days, and I've been crying since the first time someone I loved passed away. It's been raining for a while now. It's been raining at least 40 days, and I've been crying since the first time someone I loved passed away. Sometimes I am happy and sometimes I'm really sad. Sometimes I laugh all afternoon, sometimes I'm raging mad. Sometimes I'm disappointed I can't be who I used to be. Sometimes I'm the lighthouse, sometimes I am the wild and stormy sea. Sometimes I am anxious, other times I feel secure. Sometimes I'm a total train wreck, but my intentions are pure. Sometimes I have energy, sometimes I feel spent. Sometimes I'm ready to hit the road, sometimes I can't leave my bed tent. Sometimes I'm ready to hit the road, hit the road. I bet you're ready to hit the road, hit the road. After all these years being stuck at home, just remember this before you go, before you go. If the road you're on feels like it's headed somewhere harmful, at the next intersection you can make a turn and try a different way. And if the road you take to try to escape leads you somewhere really dreary, you might feel tempted to make a U-turn and go back the way you came. But just remember there are endless other roads that you can choose. And remember that you have a grandpa who's rooting for you. And remember that no matter how long you're down in the dumps, you can pick yourself up and dust yourself off. 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 Pick yourself up and dust yourself off, and ask for help getting unstuck. There's no shame in asking for help. It's hard to get better by yourself. Thank you. Yeah, I really mean like community care and like friends and like mutual aid and stuff like that, because we know asking like insurance companies and doctors and the government for help doesn't always work. But I just don't want you to be festering alone in a hole. So I hope you can find people. And I also just say to folks trying to, get or stay in recovery, that even if you don't like organized recovery systems, there are some like places you can go where people congregate that are free, where it's the norm to collect a list of people's like phone numbers and email addresses. So if you're ever in crisis, you can have people that you relate to that you can reach out to if you feel like you don't have friends or family that you can connect with about what you're having a hard time with. So I just recommend people take advantage of all the resources, because I used to spend a lot of time isolating, and I wrote that song as a note to self, because sometimes I still really struggle with isolation. And so I have to just be like, nope, even if it's just like, call Clyde, go to your dad's house, like I'll just go sit in the recliner and watch a movie and be like, okay, I'm not like alone, because sometimes I just have to get out of my head, so Or I will chat anyone up, and I'll just be like, I'm just gonna go to the store, and I'm gonna see how the cashier's doing today, just to not be alone. So think about who you want to say fuck you to while I'm playing, and then say it when it's time. I wrote this with George W. Bush in mind a good 25 years ago. But here we are, but also dead Dick Cheney. 3 cheers for dead Dick Cheney. Loose lips might sing ships, but loose gooses take trips to... Oh, if there's any interpretive dancers still in the premises... Loose lips might sink ships, but loose gooses take trips to San Francisco, double Dutch disco, check to be hottie. Do it for Scotty, do it for the living and do it for the dead. Do it for the monsters under your bed. Do it for the teenagers, do it for your mom. Broken hearts hurt, but they make us strong. And we won't stop until somebody calls the cops. And even then we'll start again. Just pretend that nothing ever happened. We won't stop until somebody calls the cops. And even then we'll start again. Just pretend that nothing ever happened. We're just dancing, we're just hugging, singing, screaming, kissing, tugging on the sleeve of how it used to be. How's it gonna be? I'll drop kick Russell Stover, moving to starting over house. No Matt Rouse and Jester watching me achieve my dreams. And we'll pray all damn day, every day, that all this shit our president has got us in will go away. While we strive to figure out a way we can survive these trying times without losing our minds. So if you wanna burn yourself, remember that I love you. And if you wanna cut yourself, remember that I love you. And if you wanna kill yourself, remember that I love you. Call me up before you're dead, we can make some plans instead. Send me an IM, I'll be your friend. Shysters live from scheme to scheme, but my fourth quarter pipe dreams are seeming more and more worth fighting for. Human centipede! So I'll curate some situations, make my job big vacation, and I'll say fuck Trump, and fuck Netanyahu, and fuck Elon Musk, and fuck Jeff Bezos, and fuck TERFs, and fuck ICE, and fuck the IDF, fuck genocide, free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan! My face paint is Sharpie ink, and I'll show you how much my shit stinks and ask you what you think, because your thoughts and words are powerful. They think we're disposable, well, both my thumbs opposable, spelled out on a double word and triple letter score. And we won't stop until somebody calls the cops, and even then we'll start again. Just pretend that nothing ever happened. We won't stop until somebody calls the cops, and even then we'll start again. Just pretend that nothing ever happened. We won't stop until somebody calls the cops, and even then we'll start again. And just pretend that nothing ever happened. We won't stop until somebody calls the cops, and even then we'll start again. Just pretend that nothing ever happened. We're just dancing, we're just hugging, singing, screaming, kissing, tugging on the sleeve of how it used to be. Thank you. That's how it's supposed to be. So good, thank you. Salami. Do I want some of your ground salami? Were you humping salami in the... Thank you for the offer, but I'm gonna pass because I had a little burger. While I was playing, I was like, what about this show makes me feel so much more joyous than the past few shows? And then I was like, oh, it's because there's a bidet. Spraying water at my butt all afternoon. Okay, I wrote the song for Panda when she was a baby. You are my baby, but it's not up to me. What you've become, that is up to you. I hope you will be gentle, kind, compassionate, and free. No matter what, I'll always love you unconditionally. No matter what, I'll always love you unconditionally. And I hope you will have a lot of adventures. I hope you won't feel too much pressure to be somebody that you're not. I hope you know that happiness cannot be bought. I hope you know that happiness cannot be bought. And I hope when you are sad, you won't be ashamed to cry. And I hope when you get mad, you won't keep it all inside. I hope you know that feeling bad's a normal part of life. Still, I hope you'll be happy most of the time. Yeah, I hope you'll be happy most of the time. And I hope when you are tired, you know it's okay to be lazy. You can sit around and daydream even if they call you spacey. I hope you know that I'll still love you when I'm old and crazy. I'll love you more than anything. You'll always be my baby. I love you more than anything. You'll always be my baby. You are my baby, but it's not up to me. What you become, that is up to you. I hope you will be gentle, kind, compassionate, and free. No matter what, I'll always love you unconditionally. No matter what, I'll always love you unconditionally. No matter what, I'll always love you unconditionally. So, I used to have a group of backup dancers, like a dance troupe called Underthrust, and you should look up, on the YouTubes, look up Kimya Dawson with Underthrust, and you will be shocked at how similar that dance was to some of the dances Underthrust used to do. It warmed my heart, especially the on your backs with your feet in the air. Okay, I have 3-ish more songs.
15 more, please.
Oh. Let's see. I'll do this one. But okay, this next one you have to promise no one record it because it's a work in progress. And I saw somebody posted recently and they were like, "When's the last time you shaved your big toe?" And I was like, 1989. Okay, if you are physically able, you should just lay down and look up. When I go for a drive, I like to pull off to the side of the road, turn out the lights, get out and look up at the sky. And I do this to remind me that I'm really, really tiny in the grand scheme of things, and sometimes this terrifies me. It's only really scary cause it makes me feel serene in a way I never thought I'd be, because I've never been so grounded and so humbled and so one with everything. I am grounded, I am humbled, I am one with everything. Rock and roll is fun, but if you ever hear someone say you are huge, look at the moon, look at the stars, look at the sun, look at the ocean and the desert and the mountains and the sky. Say, I am just a speck of dust inside a giant's eye. I am just a speck of dust inside a giant's eye. When I saw Genevieve, I really liked it when she said what she said about the giant and the lemmings on the cliff. She said, I like giants, especially girl giants, 'cause all girls feel too big sometimes, regardless of their size. When I go for a drive, I like to pull off to the side of the road and run and jump into the ocean in my clothes. I'm smaller than a poppy seed inside a great big bowl, and the ocean is a giant that can swallow me whole. So I swim for all salvation, and I swim to save my soul, but my soul is just a whisper trapped inside a tornado. So I flip to my back, and I float, and I sing. I am grounded, I am humbled, I am one with everything. I am grounded, I am humbled, I am one with everything. So I talked to Genevieve and really liked it when she said that the giant on the cliff, oh no, and almost cried when she said that the giant on the cliff wished that she was dead, and the lemmings on the cliff wished that they were dead. So the giant told the lemmings why they ought to live instead. When she thought up all the reasons that they ought to live instead, it made her reconsider all the sad thoughts in her head. So thank you, Genevieve. You take what is in your head and you make things that are so beautiful. Share them with your friends. We all become important when we realize our goal should be to figure out our role within the context of the whole. And yeah, rock and roll is fun, but if you ever hear someone say you are huge, look at the moon, look at the stars, look at the sun, look at the ocean and the desert and the mountains and the sky. Say, I am just a speck of dust inside a giant's eye. I am just a speck of dust inside a giant's eye. I am just a speck of dust inside a giant's eye. And I don't wanna make her cry, 'cause I like giants. But also, if somebody says you're huge, you don't have to like try to make yourself feel smaller. You could just be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm huge," and then like drop the elbow, or, like the body slam. Like, speaking of dropping the elbow in the body slam, I'll do a cover of one of my little brother's songs. So my little brother, he's a pro wrestler, and my family always, since like the late 70s, we were all pretty like hyper fixated on professional wrestling. And then but we were all like really little. My brother always like wanted to be a wrestler, but like he was like so tiny. And then when he was like in his mid 30s, he found like a wrestling gym in Seattle, and he was like, I'm just gonna go there. And then he trained and became a ref. And he was like a very charismatic ref, and all the wrestlers were like, oh, you should wrestle, you should just train with us. And he like got super ripped, and he like started training, and then they were like, you're a wrestler now. And then he became like a villain, but it's lucha, so I can't tell you his identity because he's like masked, like, but for such a long time he just wanted to wrestle. And so like when I started writing songs, it was like pretty like, so the first Moldy Peaches show was the weekend after I got out of like dual diagnosis inpatient, which is when it's like rehab and psych ward combined, and I was there for 35 days, and then I got out, and the next weekend was our first show. And then like I moved back to New York, and then someone like gave me a guitar and was like, oh, you should write songs on your own too. And so at the time I was like super raw in early recovery, and my brother had moved back home to my parents' house too, and we shared our old bedroom, and we just like would pass the guitar back and forth and write songs. And so since we were self-taught, our songs sound exactly the same, but he doesn't want to be a musician. He's like an accountant and a wrestler. And but like my songs are like all about dead people, his songs are all about wrestling. And so I'm gonna sing you this song of his. But he became a wrestler when he was just about 40, and so I just want you to know that like dreams can come true, and never give up on your dreams. And so this is one of his many songs about wrestling. It goes like this: Randy Savage, Randy Savage, Macho Man, Macho Man. When I first saw you go to the top rope, you dropped the elbow, and it really gave me hope that one day you would be pinning me down to the ground with your big sweaty body. Macho Man, Macho Man, me and you, the things that we could do, you and me between the sheets. Macho Man, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Randy Savage. Macho Man, you're such a macho man. I personally am in love with Jeff Hardy. I don't know if we have any wrestling fans here, but you could not have told me in the 90s and early 2000s that in 2025, when I was 53 years old, am I 53 or am I about to, I'm turning 53 in like 5 days or something, but thanks, or like 10, I can't do math, but I'm not the accountant. But if you had told me way back then that in 2025 I would be able to watch Jeff Hardy thirst traps on a little computer in my pocket, I would not have believed you. And all I do all day on the internet is look at sexy Jeff Hardy jumping off that ladder, where I'll be like doing something and I'm just like, whew. When they were like, the heist was performed by some people with a ladder, and I was like, Jeff Hardy. They're like, how did they get into the Louvre so fast? I was like, it was Jeff Hardy. And I don't know, some of you he might have been on hiatus as you were like, when you were young wrestling fans. But if you don't know the glory that is the hotness of Jeff Hardy, you need to, his TikTok account is Enlightened Jeff Hardy, and there's like video, he like does like carves things into his lawn, and he does TikTok dances with his daughter, and there's a whole like interview where they're like asking him about his face paint, and he's just like he talks about painting his face in like such a spiritual way that only he and I understand. Yes. But yeah, go watch some sexy Jeff Hardy, like old Jeff Hardy videos. You won't regret it. He's I'm gonna need to use the bidet. Okay, so I don't talk about like my deep love for Jeff Hardy out loud very often. But it's like one of my longest crushes, and I just get so shit. Okay, so I have one more song. Whew.
We'll find
I don't have a song about Jeff Hardy. Because what if he hears it and he's like, you are awful. Like, I used to really like Vanilla Ice before he got really bad, like a bad person. And then he was playing like an intimate show in Seattle, and it was probably around like 97 or something before I got sober. And I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go see Vanilla Ice. I set an alarm. I got VIP tickets like the second they went on sale. I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna go meet Vanilla Ice. And then the day of the show, I was like, I'm not gonna go meet Vanilla Ice. I'm too scared. What if he hates me? And I didn't go. No. Okay, I have one more song, but thank you, Frankie Consent. Woo! Thank you, Lilith. Woo! Thank you, Algie Guck. I just was sitting back there and I was like, this is the best circus I've been to. Oh my goodness. Mermaids and angels, all creatures of beauty. So lovely, thank you. Okay, I don't play guitar in this one either, but because I can't. But I'm gonna make you, I've been doing this way where I ask everybody to help me, and then it's just a total mess, and then it's over. And then I'm gonna go back there. I'll draw. I didn't make a lot of drawings because I had run out. I sold out, and then I ran out of paper, and so I had to get my paper cutter out and cut more paper, and so. But I can make you custom drawings when I'm back there, and then there's like totes, and there's only just a tiny bit of socks left. Oh, right, I'm not playing guitar. Your mouth is the guitar. Anyway, thanks again. Thank you for having us. Thank you to all the volunteers. So many helpers made this happen. Special thanks to Sunshine and all the children. So good. You know, community is huge in times like these, and we build the world we want. When they try to take away all things good, we can create good. So don't forget it. All right, this is gonna be a total mess, but it's gonna be our mess. Okay? So I need some of you to go. Do 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 do, and then some of you go, no, keep going, and then some of you go, do 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 do, louder, do 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 do. I moved around from town to town, lots of people around, but still so lonely. Friendships would grow, then I'd hit the road, making up excuses for why I had to leave. Always been too scared and unprepared to let anybody get too close to me. And the road's still long. Oh wait, too close. Oh wait, but when I met you right away, I knew you would never, ever, ever hurt me. And the road's still long, but you come along and you hold my hand and you understand.
Oh my God.
When I look at you, I can't believe it's true. You're all I ever dreamed of, and you love me. And you love me, but not as much as I love you. Thank you. Good night. Get home safe. Woo! Hazey Acres. Woo!